I feel UCEY. Yes, man. Yes, man.
Right, welcome to this week's episode of Work the Left Side. It is a pay-per-view prediction episode. So we are going to be talking about this weekend's AEW Full Gear. Gentlemen, I'm joined by Ash and Mr. Palmer.
Greetings, humans.
Everybody good?
Doing good, man.
Yeah.
You?
All good, all good.
Are we looking forward to the pay-per-view?
Yeah, there's 3 women's matches on, isn't there? So
Yeah.
which is normal, I guess, for a pay-per-view, but not for their TV shows. But yeah, the Nyla Rose versus Jade Cargill match should be fun.
Yeah.
See if Jade Cargill finally loses her streak, actually gets her belt back from
I don't
Nyla
think so.
Rose.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll start with that one then. So are you guessing Jade loses?
So again?
Are you predicting that Jade loses then?
No, it's just going to be Jade winning again and Jade claiming it. Or maybe Nyla somehow steals the belt back and runs away with it again. But I think Jade's going to win.
Yeah.
She's going to win easily.
I think Jade wins 10 times out of 10. It's been fun though. I've quite liked this because I really like Nyla Rose. She's loads of fun. If you follow her on Instagram, like she's boss on Twitter, but I don't do Twitter, but I see like people like snap her tweets and stuff, and she's proper funny. So but yeah, Jade wins 10 times out of 10 for me.
Yeah, I think she's got to. It's been like I say, it's been fun. It's been a fun angle. It's not the kind of angle that you swap about on.
I think Nyla needs to lose Vicky, though. She doesn't need to. I think they've got Vicky as some sort of mouthpiece for Nyla, but she doesn't need it. Nyla's a good. As you say, she's really fun on what was it, Instagram or Twitter or whatever it was. And that comes across with mic work as well, so I don't know why.
She's got these amazing one-liners as well. She's dead funny, like surprise, bitch.
I found your kendo stick, bitch.
She's funny. I like it.
Is that going to be a buy-in match? Do we think? Seeing as we've talking about it first.
Possibly.
I think it could be a buy-in match.
There needs to be another 2 or 3 matches announced. I would say maybe tomorrow. Well, it's going to have to be tomorrow, isn't it? Really, let's be fair. Well, tonight, tomorrow, whenever you watch it. There's usually 3 matches on the buy-in, and then 4 hours worth of stuff on the main card. And as it stands, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 matches all together. So.
That's one over a normal pay-per-view amount, really. Because you had 8 matches on the pay-per-view.
I mean, another 4-hour pay-per-view. This one, 9 matches on it,
including the buy-in. It's a 5-hour experience. Who's going to be watching it live?
Is it Saturday? Yes, it is on Saturday. Possibly, or maybe depending on what streaming service I'm going to be using.
wink, nudge.
If it behaves, I'll watch it live. If not, I'll just watch it during the course of Sunday.
Yeah, I'm going to have to, because obviously little one will get me up on Sunday, so I can't really stay up till 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
5 o'clock, how long it's going to be.
The fact it's on Saturday this time is a bit of a pain in the arse. It suits me better to watch it live, basically, with having a kid and having stuff to do and all that, so the family life and all that. So I'm just going to watch it live.
Well, I'm one of the few ones which suits me better on a Sunday night. I can ship them off to school on Monday morning and get some sleep.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Yeah.
So that's the buy-in. So I'm trying to think of potential matches. Could have get a random Orange Cassidy All-Atlantic title defense against somebody.
I hope so. That's always fun, and I think he's having a hell of a run. Like his match against Shibata last week, or was it? It was last week, right? It was so good. Like seriously. I had to Google the significance of Shibata just to like educate myself. Yeah, man, seriously, scary times, and the fact he's even walking, let alone wrestling, is mind blowing, incredible. But yeah,
That's what you're treating it, Ryan. Well, Ryan's the New Japan guy. You know a bit more about New Japan than.
It's full up a bit. Not anymore, but not that much. Yeah, Shibata had like a head injury. I'm sure he got his skull fractured in a match, headbutted, and then that was him just fucked for ages.
They had to take his brain completely out of his head to reduce to ease the swelling. That is just incredible. And the guy's walking around and still able to fucking wrestle and be slammed and stuff. It's incredible, dude. Seriously, mind blowing.
Well, it shows the amount of confidence he must have had in Cassidy as well, to have that match. So it says a lot, but I know the guy's got his haters, but it speaks volumes to Cassidy's abilities. That the dude would trust him in the ring.
Shibata specifically requested him as well, which is even more so. So yeah, good stuff. So yeah, I would like to see an Orange Cassidy match. No idea who. They haven't got like.
Probably be another three-way match. He likes to book himself in three-way matches. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
Probably be 2.0. He'll take them both on in that match or something. I don't know.
That would work.
Come get a taste.
Makes my nipples hard. Yeah.
Daddy Magic.
Yeah, man.
Square face, Zac Efron. But so yeah, we'll class that as a potential. We'll say Orange Cassidy in the buy-in versus somebody, which I'm sure will be announced tonight. Or saying that they might just announce it on Saturday on social media. That's what they normally do with the buy-in. I think they announced Eddie Kingston last minute, didn't they? The last one.
Yeah, a few of them were announced last minute the last time, so you never know. If they want to try and beef up this card even more than it already is.
5 more matches.
More matches.
Only thing it needs is Miro.
Yes. Maybe Miro will challenge. He'll challenge Miro for the buy-in match. You know?
For the buy-in championship of the world.
The main pay-per-view then. I'm going to jump straight to this one because I'm thinking about it. The Saraya versus Britt Baker.
Yeah.
Low expectations, surely. Anybody who's going into this with high expectations is going to be severely disappointed, I think.
Emotion is going to be up here because she's not wrestled in 5 years. She's finally able to do what she was born into doing and stuff. So yeah, the emotion is going to be high. She's probably going to be a little bit rusty. Britt Baker will carry her a bit. She'll get the win in the end, Saraya, and we'll all be all emotional. Took some notes. Yeah, so let's go.
Ryan, who do you think's getting the W?
I'm going with Saraya as well. It'll be like the same sort of emotional level as when Brian came back and Brian was taking all those bumps and back bumps and head bumps and people were just like, but he got through it well and he was just like, at the end of the match he was like, So it'll be the same sort of feelings that you're going to get with this every time Saraya is taking a back bump or just taking a shot to the head or something like a hit to the neck or something like that.
Yeah.
You're gonna have the crowd. They're going to have the crowd in their hand with spots like that. If they know how
she's going to get curb stomped.
She's going to get stomped, definitely.
I can see Saraya being ragdolled for most of this match to the point of the crowd being like, "Oh shit, is she okay?" And then, yes, she's fine. Like Danielson a couple of weeks ago.
It's going to be like that.
Against it was Garcia, right? Like Daniel Garcia. It was very convincing, and I was like, "Is this dude like legit injured?" It was kind of scary, but yeah. Anyway.
3 W's for Saraya on this one. We all agree. It can't lose a return match. So it's definitely W's all around.
100%.
Right, the next match, which I don't think I did ever want to talk about, but I'm going to talk about it.
Sting, slap nuts.
Yo, slap nut. Yeah, Sting and Alan, Lethal, and Double J.
Why? I'm thinking Sting and Darby have to win this. I can't see any reason why Jeff Jarrett needs to win this. If he's already got a backstage behind the curtain job, he doesn't need to be on TV anymore after this.
Yeah,
so, it hurts Lethal as well.
My concern is he's got a Tony's ear. Instead, the fans won't expect it. It'll be the last thing they expect. Let's give them a swerve. And it'll be like, oh, for fuck's sake. But no, Darby and Sting have got to win this match, and they've got to pin Jarrett to keep Lethal doing their handiwork going forward.
Yeah, I agree. Starby, I almost said then. Combine the two, Starby. Yeah, Starby for the W. It's kind of weird this though, because like a couple of weeks ago on Dark Elevation, they came out. Jay Lethal and Satnam Singh came out to the ring. Not Satnam Singh. Sanjay Dutt, my mistake. They came out to the ring without Satnam Singh, and they were like arguing and bickering, like something was going on, and I was like, "What's going on here?" And then up came Dynamite and subsequent Dynamites, and
get on the same page.
Nothing's going on, so I'm just like, what was the point of this? Like,
it was a bit the aftermath of the Orange Cassidy handshake, wasn't it?
Yeah.
For like 1 week, that was it.
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, it's just a bit of a weird one, to be honest with you. But yeah, I could do. I'm not as anti Jeff Jarrett as what Nick is, but like, I still don't really want to see him on my TV screen. I'm more curious than anything. But yeah, I could do without this match, in all honesty. But
it just screams WCW 2000.
Shit.
Daniel Garcia doesn't have a match. Ricky Starks doesn't have a match at this moment. Starks
will have a match.
There's so many people that could go on this card, but it's these guys. So
Starks is going to have a match. Starks will be in the final against Page.
You think?
You think?
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. So what's that going to be on Rampage then, do you think?
We've got the semi-finals this week, haven't we?
Yeah, it's Ethan Page and Bandido on Dynamite tonight. So then, yeah it would make sense for Starks, and it's Lance Archer, isn't it, on Rampage?
Yeah.
Rampage.
Yeah, exactly. It's got to be Page and Starks in the final.
Yeah. We've discussed this already. I'm just running over my own thoughts here. yeah. It's all good, man.
So, anyway, back to the. We'll call him Starling.
Yeah.
Darby against Jarrett and Lethal.
Yeah.
I've got to say, it's not just because I want it. It's not to be. It's going to be a little one-man riot if Jarrett wins. So I'm going to say Darby and Sting.
Likewise.
Yeah, definitely. As you said, there's no real reason to have Jeff on TV anymore, but this hurts Lethal, if you ask me, because Lethal's just on TV every week, just treading water.
I kind of gives Lethal a bit of direction. If you want to put Jarrett on the mic, have him go after the 4 pillars, which I think he's going to do. He made mention to 4 body bags. I think he might go after the 4 pillars, and we might get a Jay Lethal versus MJF match at some point down the line. I will take that.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, I'm curious where it's going to go, but let's just find out, I guess.
Yeah, I don't mind Jarrett being on TV, but just keep him on the mic, keep him out of the ring, have him as a mouthpiece. He's a
great talker, though, to be fair. But then so is Sanjay Dutt, and so is Jay Lethal. So you've got three great talkers banded together, and only one of them talking. So.
Well, it's the Nyla Rose situation again, isn't it?
Yeah, just trying to cram people on TV a little bit. It does happen.
Right. We're going to predict the final of the tournament. Page versus Starks.
Yeah. Me and you discussed this before the tournament had even began. It was going to be Starks and Ethan Page in the final. Yeah. I think that is the way to go. Page is on a winning streak, and he deserves to be pushed because he's awesome and deserves to be something doing. He's spent too long not doing something, so. And Starks as well. He just kind of disappeared off TV after his feud with Hobbs, which was because of a personal issue apparently, not because Tony Khan just wasn't booking him or whatever, like what people on social media like to accuse.
I think we never know the situations, do we?
Nah, truly. So yeah, it's just people flapping their gums. So yeah, I think that is definitely the way to go. And the idea of an MJF and Ricky Starks world title feud sounds really, really exciting, to be honest with you. So I'm all in for that.
So does a Page versus MJF. It all depends if MJF goes face or.
Well, yeah. Because I think it's going to be a huge swerve, and the firm's going to help MJF win the title. After MJF saying like, I'm going to do it the right way, I'm going to do it fairly. It's going to be a big giant swerve. He's the devil after all, and he's going to win the title by the firm intervening. Big brawl maybe with the BCC and the Dynamite Diamond Ring. Mox is going to get clocked in the face. He's going to piss blood everywhere because that's him. And MJF, the devil, is going to be the world champion. I've really skipped quite a few matches. I apologise, but we were on the topic.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say Starks for the tournament final.
Yeah.
Ryan, you say?
I'm saying Ethan Page. Yeah, Ethan Page. It's all pointing to Ethan Page for me. Yeah, it'll be Ethan Page.
But if the firm help MJF, that kind of contradicts that as a potential feud.
I mean, it can still happen. It still happens, I think. But I think
although
the firm still helps MJF, but MJF uses the brass knucks, which Regal brings to the ring to try and help Mox. But instead, you got MJF with the brass knucks knocking out Regal and then knocking out Mox, pinning Mox, taking his title.
I like the idea of MJF and Regal as a pairing. I really do. But
I was going to bring that up. I was going to bring that up during the main event to see if anybody thought that was a possibility.
Yeah. Before you said that, Ryan, what I was picturing is Ethan Page wins the tournament. The match against MJF, finger poke of doom, MJF retains.
I hope not.
Yeah, literally.
We've got 2 for Stark, 1 for Page on that one.
Yeah. But is Page in the firm? He is in the firm, isn't he?
Yeah.
Right, no, I totally forgot that. Right, I see what you mean. I totally forgot about that. Yeah, I'm still going with Page, so.
The firm is a bit weird, though, to be fair. Like, it's not as. What is it about factions? Like, either being together too much or just kind of not together, not enough. Like the we had the Pinnacle for a short amount of time. Like, they were just never together. They were still they were still called the Pinnacle, but you never saw them on TV together for like months and months and months, and then all of a sudden they just. Obviously, things change, but the firm, you just don't see them all together. It's, I don't know, strange, really. But anyway.
So, right, what we got next? Mr. Ash, what we got?
So, the Steel Cage match versus Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus is up next.
Jungle Boy.
Yeah, 100%.
Has to be Jungle Boy. I think what was the layoff time for Christian Cage's injury?
I don't know. I'm thinking that they've got to get Luchasaurus out of the ring. They're Christian now, aren't they?
It was it was a torn pec, like what Cody got.
That's about 6 months, isn't it?
So yeah, about that. well into that now, but I don't think it's been 6 months. I suppose it depends on the severity. Depends on the severity of said injury. It could well be healed up and he's wearing all this as a ruse and it's all gonna. But yeah, I do understand that. Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy. How many times are we going to get that until Christian is fit and ready to fire? Because that is the feud that it's all leading towards. So
yeah, Jungle Boy for this one. I don't think there's really much to discuss on it. So
yeah,
it's still a feud. I mean, obviously.
I'm looking forward to a cage match, but I'm kind of not that much looking forward to this match. What should be the match of the night now?
Yeah.
But, no, I'm good.
Cage matches have the habit of doing that. To be fair,
I'm good at this. Like, man, not that fast. Oh, what a fucking boss match! match of the night.
So, be all for Jungle Boy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm never Jungle Boy.
Oh,
you'll have Christian Cage insulting his mum and his sister again.
Classy guy. What's the Tony Storm, Jamie Hayter?
Yeah. Looking forward to this one.
Tony Storm.
100%. I'm sick of hearing the word interim. Sick to death. Just crown a champion. Tony Storm to retain, surely.
I don't know. I think Hayter's got a lot of momentum behind her. She's a crowd favourite at the moment. It'd be one of those, maybe they'll call on the days that, oh, fuck it, we'll put it on Hayter. We'll put it on you. There's a lot that they can build between Hayter and Britt Baker. Britt Baker turning on Jamie Hayter because she won the championship and Baker didn't at some point. And so I was just like, maybe they'll go with Hayter instead. I think, for me, Tony Storm's reigns have been a bit... it's not been fantastic, in my opinion.
So, I like it.
Jamie Hayter's got a lot of push behind her at the moment. I'll go with Hayter.
But is the world title too much too soon for Jamie Hayter? That's what I would caveat that with. Maybe the TBS would be the way to go in the future. Like, you know, when the Britt Baker, Jamie Hayter dissension finally happens, and Hayter's going to turn face. Let's be fair. And then when all that comes to a head, Hayter will go for the TBS title and be the one to defeat Jade down the line.
Possibly.
Cool.
Long-term storytelling. I'm calling it.
I'd like to see Hayter win, but I think AEW got a massive boner for Tony Storm versus Thunder Rosa. They want that match.
Well, it's the two. It's the world champion versus the interim champion. So they need to have the match. Don't need to.
That's what I mean. They need to keep the belt on Tony Storm to have that match.
Yeah. I've not really missed Thunder Rosa, to be honest with you.
Yeah, me neither.
No, it's a weird one because I do like Tony Storm, but like Ryan says, the matches have been all right, but obviously just no mic, no presence, no sort of charisma, nothing like that, which obviously Britt had in spades. Obviously we kind of got used to a women's champion.
Yeah, she's a star, Britt Baker. She is an absolute star. But yeah, she's been far and away ahead of every other woman in the company for quite some time, Britt Baker, and still is the case.
I'm going to say Tony Storm purely because of the Thunder Rosa match down the line, I think. But Jamie will get it at some point, definitely. There's a huge up curve.
Lots of time to progress. She's what, like 24 or something? But is she younger than that?
Yeah. No, I think she's like 24, 25.
Yeah, good stuff.
Right, what's the next one?
So the next one is the ROH World Title, which is Chris Jericho versus Sammy Guevara versus Claudio Castagnoli Cesaro versus Danielson.
Why?
Just to upset you. Just to upset you, Ryan.
This is what I think we're going to talk about for a bit. Just purely because
Yeah,
Ryan.
there's a few things here, isn't there, really, to pick up?
There's a few different angles they could go down. Just having thing and do Jericho over, do Danielson as well, have a massive fallout at the end of the DTC before Regal joins MJF. So just Jericho retain, or do we finally get the Ring of Honor champion that we want, which is Danielson?
Jericho on this. It's Jericho. They put it on Jericho because he got star value and name value to try and bring eyes to the ROH TV show whenever that materializes. So he's retaining. Sammy plays some sort of part in it, i.e., maybe he's gonna be the blocker trying to block Claudio and Brian from getting anywhere near Jericho, and then tries to sneaky roll up on Jericho, and then that starts static between those two, and it all kicks off between all four of them.
I think Sammy's taking the pin.
You think Sammy's taking the pin?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think Sammy could take the pin from Jericho. Definitely, yeah. That would be well. It was Dynamite last week, wasn't it? Where they were just like Jericho was, you'll do what's best, or whatever the phrase was, and then it's just like you'll do what needs to be done, and then Sammy was just like, "Excuse me." So So Sammy kind of falling out with Jericho is a thing, but then Sammy turning face doesn't work because they tried it a year ago and people fucking hated him and still do. So turning him face could fail miserably yet again. So that could be a terrible idea.
I don't think you have to turn him face. I just think he gets done over by Danielson. Jericho sees an opportunity, he gets the 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
And of course, Jericho doesn't have to get the actual move on Sammy to pin him. Claudio could or Brian could. They get thrown out of the ring. Jericho gets to 1, 2, 3. He hasn't hit Sammy, but he's pinned him. So Sammy's still heel.
I think it'll be a way to go. Should be, and that'd be interesting. But I think Danielson's super fired up lately, isn't he? So he could.
I want Danielson to win, without shadow of a doubt. But as Ryan just said, and I said it when they put the belt on Jericho, it's star power for when they get the Ring of Honor TV show. They want that big name attached.
Yeah. Which could be sooner than we think. I don't know. We won't know until we know, I guess. But yeah, it should be an interesting match, whatever happens. But yeah, Jericho's gonna retain because I think it's too early for him to drop the title. To be honest with you, I'm quite enjoying this little run that he's on. To be honest with you, I think it's been quite enjoyable.
Yeah, we've got a few people like Dalton Castle, Bandino, Colt Cabana coming back. We've had some good matches out of it.
Yeah, dude. Plenty of gas left in that tank because there's how many more ROH champions out there? Yeah.
Joe showed to retain. I want Danielson to win.
Yeah. Although, can I just say, I'm brought to tears of the BCC versus I almost said the Inner Circle there, versus the JAS at this point. I just need to see something else, to be honest with you.
Yeah. That feud, that faction thing needs to end.
Yeah.
It's gone on for way too long.
Although me and Nick we had a play date at the park with the kids a couple of weeks ago, and we were discussing how the top end of the card with AEW, like so many people went missing. Obviously Kenny, and then Kenny came back, and then all the elite disappeared. The whole Punk thing. That's it. I said the word. I mentioned his name. House of Black, Adam Cole, Thunder Rosa, Hangman Page. Now at this point, say again.
Hangman, I was just saying, Hangman.
Miro, not injured, but he's just MIA. So many people at the top of the card have just not been available or been around. So they've been over reliant on the BCC JAS feud because that's where all the big names are. So that's how I've kind of been looking at it. So, but now all these names are coming back. Obviously, we've got the vignettes for the Elite, the House of Black also. Oh, like yay, and stuff. So I think Adam Cole's return is coming at some point soon, hopefully, because he's been teasing and stuff. So yeah, I feel like the top end of the card's going to level out again soon. So that was my thoughts on how it's all been over the past few months.
Fully agree. Bad timing as well. Like I say, All Out's been on this pay-per-view, and you're missing all those guys. So hopefully, you know, guys like Starks, Page, all those guys step up, because they are good enough. But it does hurt not having, say, your big book names.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
So, potential match, I'll just start off. What about Hobbs versus Warlow versus Joe?
Yeah, I've got that written here in the note. The addition of Joe makes it a little bit more interesting. Two giant heels to defeat for Wardlow. So, yeah, Wardlow to retain. But yeah.
Think Ryan, think it's a potential match?
Yep, that's definitely a match that's gonna happen. Wardlow definitely done that.
Yeah.
I can't see them derailing that momentum. Although Hobbs could easily win that as well. So again, he's getting a decent push. He's come back into view on TV. So I don't see why they wouldn't have Hobbs go over on that, and maybe have a feud between Wardlow and Joe, whilst Hobbs is sat by the wayside, just watching them both just kill each other.
Yeah, or Hobbs doesn't get it this time, but gets it next time, and then that frees up Wardlow to take MJF on after MJF's done with Starks.
Hell yeah, man, that'd be good. That'd be really good. Yeah. Yeah. Watching Samoa Joe now is really sad, I think. Obviously, he's like in his mid-40s and stuff, but he's just so slow and like I don't know. It just makes me sad more than anything.
To be protected in a triple threat money, that's the thing.
Like I respect the hell out of him. The guy's been a beast for so many years, but the injuries have just all caught up with him, and I just find him really like sluggish and stuff. That's he's not that much fun to watch.
but still very, very good on the mic.
Oh yeah.
Trios title. Do you think we'll see them get?
Yeah, I do. I've got that typed down here. The Elite, isn't it, versus Death Triangle?
Oh, the Elite versus Death Triangle, is it?
No, well, if
they haven't announced it.
They haven't announced it yet, but with the Elite's vignettes being aired, and you know, Death Triangle seem to be falling out with one another. Pac's he's a very naughty boy.
He's a bastard.
He's a very naughty boy. So I feel like if there's a match to be added on Dynamite tonight, it's more than likely going to be this. Yeah. Yeah.
Or could it be House of Black?
No, because we've already had that match about 85 times. Not yet.
But
I think I'd rather see the Elite versus House of Black. Something new. A bit fresher. We haven't covered the tag team title match, by the way. The Acclaimed, Swerve and Our Glory.
Swerve and Our Glory.
Number 3.
I think the Acclaimed win because of shenanigans between Swerve and Keith Lee, seeming like they're going to turn on each other, but yes, you've got Keith Lee actually turning heel, costing them the titles itself. Cause you've got to have the Acclaim versus FTR for the titles at some point.
Indubitably.
the Acclaimed have got to win this, but Swerve and Ugly, there's got to be more development in that story. With Keith Lee turning heel finally.
Keith Lee.
Indubitably, yes. I see what you did there.
Ricky Starks did the impression of him a few months ago. It's like Keith Lee. I just thought it was the funniest thing. But yeah, I'm kind of hoping Swerve turns on Keith Lee and we get that feud, because I think that would be awesome. But also the Swerve times 2 would be Keith Lee turns heel also.
Yep. That's what I'm banking for. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping for the Keith Lee Swerve. Keith Lee heel. Yes. Heel turn.
Yes. We understand you. It is fine.
But given the lack of big names at the upper end of the card, as mentioned, would Keith Lee not be a good time to go single and be pushed to the upper card?
Yeah, it's quite obvious that they're both singles wrestlers put together.
Yeah.
So I think for me, I would probably prefer Swerve versus Keith Lee.
I just think there's a spot at the top of the card for Keith Lee now. Whether it be face or heel, I'd take heel Keith Lee versus Wardlow or somebody, or Daniel Bryan.
Swerve versus Wardlow for the TNT, and then Keith Lee versus MJF for the big one. You know, I'd take all this. Yeah, I'll take it.
Are you wanting to stay as a team then, Ryan, or are you thinking singles?
Say that again?
You want them to stay as a team, or are you wanting to?
I want them to stay as a team, as like a heel team, definitely with Keith Lee as a 100% heel. I've never seen a heel Keith Lee before. Well, it was like slightly, briefly heel when he had a beard in NXT, or was it one of the main wrestlers? It was like shit, but. Yeah, both of them as a heel team. Yeah, I could see that.
It'd be interesting. It'd be interesting to see heel Keith Lee. I think whatever they do is going to work because everybody involved is quality. So they've got options, which is always a good thing.
I do also think that there's going to be FTR and the Gun Club at some point in the match come down and try intervene. Obviously, Gun Club's going to come down, monkey business. And then FTR is going to come down and clean up house. And then there's going to be whatever happens with Swerve and No Glory, the Acclaimed retain. And then at the end of it all, it's the Acclaimed face-to-face with FTR, setting up that feud. But then that's a face team versus a face team, so that's interesting.
But again, it can happen. It's more of a they'll do it as a matter of respect. It's like a respect match, won't it?
Yeah, absolutely. It's about damn time FTR got their match. Maybe it's been a purposeful story, like it's been the story from the start that they've had to wait so long for their title match, even though they've been number one contenders in the ranking system for like 8 months. It's kind of ridiculous, but you know, yes.
The Acclaimed,
bang up for that.
The Acclaimed to win.
100%.
Yeah, she walked pretty much this close to walking out the room every time they start doing the scissoring thing. It's silly.
Yeah, it is silly, and that's why it's so amazingly brilliant.
I really love it.
It's absurd. It's fun.
Main event? Is it? Have we forgotten anything?
Well, yeah, I went through it earlier, didn't I? My thoughts towards it anyway. So yeah, MJF versus John Moxley for the world title of the world.
Of the world. Who was that? Who did that? I'm the world champion of the world. Somebody used to say that. It could have been someone in TNA. It was so ridiculous.
Off on a tangent now.
screw it. Back on topic. MJF. MJF was
There's no way in hell he leaves without the strap. No way.
He is the devil, so there's got to be a lot of. It'll look like he's wrestling a really clean match as well. He's breaking on 5. He's clean breaks. He's not even pulling hair or anything. It looks like he's not going to cheat at some point. Maybe a low blow, but he doesn't. And there'll be a point during the match where it's just like, fuck it. Interference, weapons, foreign object, distraction.
The
1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Stokely. Yeah. There's a lot of factors to choose from here.
He said to Stokely, or Stokely said to him, "I'll see you in hell." It's like, well, where's the best place in hell to meet where's the best place to meet the devil? In hell. MJF says he's the devil, so yeah, that's what he's going to meet him there and help him to win.
Yeah.
It's his hometown as well, isn't it? So that is MJF.
Long Island. Is it in Long Island?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well.
Guarantees.
It gets tastier and tastier. I didn't realise where it was.
Moxley's finally going to get his holiday.
Yeah, I'm kind of ready to not see Moxley for a little while.
Yeah, he's going on holidays, you say.
Yeah.
He postponed his holiday for this. He's taking a long holiday after this one.
Make me miss him, because I'm just kind of a bit bored at the moment.
And it's no offense to Moxley. Moxley is awesome. I thoroughly do enjoy seeing him normally. But like I said, it's just been too much now. And let him go away for a few months and then come back and just absolutely annihilate it. Which makes me think as well, like the BCC is going to split at this pay-per-view.
You think so soon?
Well, if Moxley's going to be off screen for a while, I think
Utah and Danielson might continue to fall out, because that's the thing, isn't it? And then there's Claudio left, I guess. If Regal then does join MJF, so it's just literally Utah and Claudio as a tag team, maybe.
Or does Claudio go back with his "We the People" bloke?
I like this hat. Great stuff.
Oh, crap, forgot Jake Hager's going to have to play a part in that.
I really like this hat. Nick says. I don't expect that, nor do I want to see that. But anything is possible. Can I just say, while we're on the subject, I think the whole Daniel Garcia story with Danielson, the momentum, and then the turn back towards the JAS was a mistake. Because Garcia had so much momentum, the crowd was completely behind him, and then it just nothing came of it. He just became another member. He could have been the hot, new, exciting member of the BCC, and Danielson's protege of sorts. And then all of a sudden he turned back, which I predicted. He turned back, and he's just another member of the JAS now. And now he's defending the ROH Pure title on Dark Elevation this week, which kind of made me really sad, to be honest with you. The guy's awesome, and I just want to see him on TV all the time. But I think it became something that was so like hell yeah, to just something that just kind of fizzled out as a bit of a wet fart, and it's just kind of left me feeling a bit meh about it, unfortunately.
That really didn't make any sense. It just did not make a blind bit of sense.
I predicted it like 2 weeks before it happened, because I just felt like I could feel it in the airwaves, and it happened. So yeah, unfortunate. But hey,
I would have done a swap. I would have put Utah in the JAS and had Garcia go to the BTC.
yeah, that could have been a thing. The moment Sammy joined the JAS, I felt like there was too many members, and Sammy was like the second in command with the Inner Circle, and he's just going to become like the second in command in the JAS, and Garcia's going to be pushed back, and I kind of feel like that's what's happened because it's Sammy on this card and not Garcia. So yeah. And again, he's still very young. So lots of time, lots of fun to be had still. So you can guarantee he's going to be on the ROH pay-per-view next month. He'll be defending his championship, won't he? So
yeah, I just think it's like it's a missed opportunity. Goss, he just had so much momentum. I didn't want to not see him on TV. I was very looking forward to seeing him every week. That progression.
Yeah. I liken it. The momentum was like a balloon being blown up, and then when he turned, it was just like letting go of the balloon without tying it, and it's just like flying away.
And it even made that noise.
Doing raspberries, yeah, legit. Yeah. But yeah, I'm a big Garcia fan, and that was not what I wanted for him. But anyway.
The big question, though, do we get any press conference shenanigans?
Well, the media scrum is happening. If you go on YouTube and go on the AEW YouTube channel, the media scrum is put as an upcoming event, so you can like bell it or whatever, and it'll come through when it starts. So it is happening, 100%. But you can guarantee there's going to be no shenanigans. Otherwise, people are going to get fired or set on fire. I don't know.
Or end up commentating MMA matches.
Yeah. So
it's just, yeah. I think they should save going back a few spaces. I think they should save the Elite's return to the Dynamite after the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Just to kind of push it forward.
Maybe the Elite return at the pay-per-view, and then they're doing a promo in the ring, and then they're on about the trios titles, how we never lost it, and then Death Triangle come out and just like, screw you, we're the champs, and then set up the match for Dynamite, whatever, just completely off the cuff. In there, maybe.
My only beef is again circa WCW 2000. There'll be too much of a shoot interview, too much of a shoot promo. It's just starting to leave bad taste in my mouth.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. We really don't know, do we? So, they're a babyface faction now, aren't they? The Elite, as far as we're aware. So they've got to be nice boys on the telly.
Yeah, just don't want them coming out saying like AEW sucks and fuck you Tony and all that kind of sort of stuff.
No, I wouldn't expect that, but yeah, I don't know. Not sure.
What do you think, Ryan? When they is it?
I don't know about. I think before the vignettes that have been going on with the gears in the background and shit. In those vignettes, they're gonna turn up, or they're gonna have some sort of involvement on Full Gear. So whether or not they turn up, have a match, or even challenge the Death Triangle for the trio title, if that happens, something's gonna happen with them, and they will be babyfaces as well.
I think there's a huge chance they turn up on Dynamite tonight and lay down the challenge for the pay-per-view. It's entirely feasible. It's more stars on the cards. It's a big return. Makes sense.
And hopefully, it means we get Will Ospreay versus Kenny Omega down the road.
Stop it! Yes, baby. Yes, baby.
But I would like to shout out Will Ospreay versus Robbie X in February next year.
Yeah, dude, that's going to be something else. Flippy dippy dude. or whatever it was that Strowman was throwing around the other day. Flippy floppy.
Flippy floppy.
What an absolute fucking idiot, man. Get in the bin.
Can I just run, right, is anybody else getting a really JR as a heel commentator vibe recently?
Shit commentator vibe. I don't know about a heel commentator vibe.
Not so much, yeah. I feel like he's getting a bit old, man. Obviously, he's in his 70s now. It's just like Rampage came on like last weekend and the weekend before. I was like, welcome to Dynamite! No, this is Rampage! Yeah, it's live. It's live, Jim.
He just seems to be belittling a lot of the face acts at the minute. For me, he's like the Acclaimed when he comes out, he's mimicking them and stuff. And like, it seems like he's generally taking the piss.
I hadn't actually realised, so I'll probably pay more attention to JR now. So thank you for that. I do love and respect JR, but yeah, you just kind of become accustomed to particular voices and stuff. I kind of like Dynamite without him, to be honest with you. But I like that he's on Rampage still. We still get to hear JR.
What was you going to say, Ryan?
When he comes out, when Max Caster comes out, says, "Listen," that's when JR goes, "Hey, listen." But I don't think he's taking the piss. He's still away with the fairies.
He just sounds really patronising to me when I hear JR say, yo. I'm like, I don't think the piss here.
Maybe he's just high on pain meds. He did. I'm not saying that as like a joke, by the way. He did announce the other day that he's officially cancer-free, which is fucking fantastic news. So it could be that he's high on pain meds or something. I don't know, but yeah. So,
I would like to say I do love the commentary team of Taz, Shivani, and Excalibur.
Man in a mask, you saucy little fruitcake! You! I'd like to put you in my lap and smack your bottom.
Boulay, I'll let you know in my mouth.
Someone on YouTube like clipped all those up and put them back to back, and it was just I was on the floor dying with laughter. It was incredible.
Oh, there you go. But I love the commentary. I just love the dynamic between like Taz and Shivani and Excalibur. Yeah, so the fact that they go silent for a few minutes because they're just absolutely eating themselves.
All the time.
And then like when Excalibur's doing his like talking at the speed of light, all the cards, and then like was it last week or something? Taz was like, it was like 43 seconds, not too bad. It's good, man. I do love the dynamic. Taz is wonderful.
Yeah, I think Mick's got an issue with him. I can never understand. I need to pick Mick's brain about that because I'm sure he's flagged Taz's commentary off a few times. I like Taz on commentary, but
he's good. He's fun. He's bit of fun. It's all good, man. It's all good.
Oh, what about Hook? FTR buy-in.
Yeah. That buy-in. That'll be on the buy-in.
Who went face to face with him on Rampage? Somebody got in his face last week on Rampage.
It was someone like Stacks or whatever his name is, or Two Dimes or something. Someone of that ilk.
Cole Carter.
Yeah.
Yes, that's it. Yeah. So that could be the buy-in.
Yeah, that's fine. 5 minute, less than 5 minute.
It'd be like 30 seconds.
Squash job, let's be fair. He's going to get red rummed out of the building.
Ram.
One of the best movies ever, by the way. I've got here written down FTR versus the Gun Club, but like I don't expect that to be on the buy-in because it's FTR. But there's something going on there, obviously. So I don't know.
It depends on the dynamic of the buy-in. The buy-in should make people want to pay for the pay-per-view. And seeing an FTR in action, is there anything better that's going to get you more excited in that sense?
Yeah. It's just a shame they're not on the card, to be honest with you. So I would like them to be on the card. Yeah, it's not the end of the world. Again, they'll be on the ROH pay-per-view in a few weeks. So
True. Yeah. That's it. Maybe they're saving FTR. Maybe they're saving Garcia for that pay-per-view.
Yeah. Has anybody following? Does anybody follow Danhausen on Instagram?
No.
No, but I've seen some retweets and things like that. Is he like going Darkhausen?
So he's been posting quite a lot of pictures of his former incarnation of Danhausen before he became the yes, very nice teeth. Like the cartoon character Hausen. Like he used to base his makeup off. There's an album called Jane Doe by the band Converge, and it's just like a kind of woman's face that's like kind of abstract, and he based his makeup on that originally off that album cover, and that was when he was a big gnarly heel. So he's been doing this for like 2 months maybe now. He's just planting seeds, so I feel like something is going to happen. And a part of me wonders, because he got pile drivers on the steps the other day, is that going to like unlock some Darkhausen business? Maybe the shock to the heads made him realize. I'm just completely guessing, by the way, but pile driver on the steps is it's not a nice thing for most people. So is this then gonna Sorry?
That was a sick bump. That was an awful bump that Danhausen took that pile driver.
Yeah, it was not fun. So yeah, is this then going to unlock some Darkhausen business? We shall see. But I'm very interested, very interested to see a heel Danhausen. I'm all for cartoon Danhausen. He's ridiculous and he's funny and I love it. But like, I love heels. I love heels.
Yeah, and Tony Khan's always said he doesn't really like the supernatural side of things, so it depends how they want to play the Darkhausen. Will he be
I don't think he used supernatural on the Indies before he turns into the Danhausen we now know. Who knows, man? Who knows? We'll just have to wait and see. Like House of Black toe the line of supernatural, like very much. It's a very much the grey area between, I suppose, isn't it? And they have Abaddon on the roster still. She's on Dark or Elevation quite often. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I'd like to see it.
You still call him a 65 million year old dinosaur.
Yeah, true. When you got a dinosaur on the roster.
Yeah, they got out of calling Statlander an alien though. So there's progress. I miss Chris Statlander, Statlander, by the way. I'll just put that out
there. Yeah, she's an obvious miss. She's a definite miss. It's Chris.
I miss Chris. Chris is the miss. I miss the miss that is Chris.
So let's get pissed.
Anyway, yeah, literally. I have no beverage.
Oh.
On that note, gentlemen,
yeah, man.
We will wrap it up. So to sum it up, by the sounds of it, should be a good pay-per-view. Every match has got potential, and MJF's winning the title.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Moxley goes away on holiday.
Yes, at last. He can go to Butlins.
Go to Butlins. Imagine. Turns up in Skegness.
John Moxley.
Gentlemen, do you want to do your social media plugs and whatnot?
Fine.
Catch me on Twitter at Yardy316, slagging off all manner of right-wing bastards.
I'm at Tankle_Grimoire on Instagram, and also follow the Work the Left Side Instagram page, which is at WTLS. Is it 316?
I was hoping you was going to say, because Twitter's the other one. It's either 316 or 420.
So 316 is Instagram, 420 is the Twitter equivalent. There we go.
Well, so yeah, 420 is the one that I deal with. So yeah, so Twitter, follow us on Twitter, WTLS 420. Find us on Facebook as well. Join us for a little bit of friendly discussion, a little bit of bants, and
a little bit of UCEY fun.
UCEY, yes, and UCEY. Merch is coming, so yeah, keep an eye out. Description in this video for the actual UCEY t-shirt, and maybe soon to be released. You never go through punk. So
a curse on Mr. Punk, Mr. Pepsi Man, a curse.
Mr. Pepsi Man.
We need to come up. We need to have a brainstorming session of just really stupid ass wrestling play on words we can come up with. So that's your homework. Next time I speak to you guys, I want some wrestling puns. Or was it? Was it? I think Ashley put on Instagram. So there's a technical tag team that could have been Undertaker and IRS.
Death and taxes, man. Yeah, like right. I stole that from another page, but I just thought the idea was tremendous. Like, what a missed opportunity that was. Like, the Undertaker and Erwin R. Shyster, Death and Taxes.
Oh, shit.
Dude, seriously.
There we go. Right, gentlemen, it's been a pleasure, and I will catch up with you next week to see if we know what we were talking about.
Now, scissor me, Daddy Towers and Daddy Palmer.
Yeah.
And that's quite enough to that.